I live in the city of Marshall and Linden Street. And I'd like to read to you an article that I read at the County Commissioners meeting last week. It's an article written by Gianna Melillo, June 21st, 2022. Ford Motor Company sued over New Jersey tribal land pollution. The story at a glance, plaintiffs accuse the Ford Motor Company of knowingly dumping toxic sludge onto land in northern New Jersey, then failing to disclose the extent of the pollution upon selling the areas. The land is home to some 200 members of the Ramapo-Lenape Nation. Unhealthy levels of toxins were found in water, soil, and air samples. The New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection has filed a civil suit against the Ford Motor Company, claiming it dumped thousands of tons of toxic waste onto Ramapo-Lenape Nation land in the 1960s and 70s, and then failed to inform subsequent landowners of the extent of pollution. The DEP alleges Ford illegally disposed of paint, sludge, and other contaminants at a site in Bergen County, New Jersey that led to contamination of groundwater, soils, sediment, surface waters, freshwater wetlands, biota, air, and other natural resources, according to the complaint. Ford operated the Mawa Assembly, the largest automobile assembly plant in the country at the time, between 1955 and 1980. No matter our race, income, or ancestry, every resident of the state of New Jersey is entitled to the good care and enjoyment of our natural, historic, and cultural resources, said DEP Commissioner Sean M. Latoria in a press release. He went on to demand accountability from Ford for its history of polluting the land and degrading the natural resources that belong to the people of New Jersey, including those once enjoyed by members of the Ramapo-Lenape Nation, for whom we must further the promise of environmental justice. Hazardous waste was disposed of into abandoned mine shafts and pits at Ringwood Mines on the ground surrounding the mines. The company began selling and donating portions of the mines in the early 70s without disclosing the extent of contamination. This lack of disclosure meant pollutants were not promptly removed or contained. After being placed on a national priorities list in 1983, Ford removed more than 7,000 cubic yards of paint sludge, and the site was subsequently removed from the list in 1994. Despite Ford's representations, residents of Upper Ringwood continued to encounter substantial deposits of paint sludge around their residences and throughout the site, the complaint states. In 2006, following the discovery of extensive remaining contamination, Ringwood Mines became the first Superfund site to be restored to the National Priorities List due to Ford's failure to disclose the full extent of the contamination at the site. In the meantime, members of the Ramapo-Lenape Nation reported a series of negative health effects, including cancer and birth defects. Contaminants included harmful levels of lead, arsenic, antimony, vanadium, polychlorinated biphenyls, benzene, among others. Plaintiffs are seeking damages of an unknown amount for the destruction of natural resources. In a statement, Ford did not respond directly to the claims, but said, "We understand this has affected the community and have worked cooperatively with the Borough of Ringwood, the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, and the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency while implementing the remediation plan stipulated by the BPA." I find this terrifying. What proactive work is being done to protect the future residents from this sort of fate? What are you signing us up for here? Have you considered the health and safety of residents near this project? I don't have a high level of confidence in a project that was kept secret and is being ramrodded through at all costs with zero communication to the public. And the residents of Marshall who will be impacted. We will be impacted. One might think you've got something